Quit speaking for other niggas, man. Why is you talking for other niggas? The nigga that's talking must have got his ass robbed. Hell no, this nigga, whoever talking, he must have got his ass robbed because he mad as hell. Hell no, somebody must have took that nigga laptop and his bitch. I was the one that took his bitch though.
What is going on, everybody? I'm DJ Ab, and today we're going to learn how to do arpeggiation within Electra X, Electra X 2. So smash that like button because I know y'all been wanting a tutorial for this a while. I've seen the comments.
Tarentino.
So yeah, before that, make sure y'all check out Tarentino, man, and check out his Periscope and whatnot, man, and follow him on Twitter. He's a very, very funny guy, very realistic guy, cool guy as well. And the sounds I'm going to be using within this beat I'm going to play real quick are available within Abstract Art, Electra X, Electra X 2 preset bank that's available on my website, link in the description box, and as well as this right here where it will be a free download, this ARP that I'm about to play within this track.
Trap Cam.
Yeah. So this ARP, which as you can see, I called it Arptino, and let me know in the description box if you want me to do a Tarentino all-out, full-blown ARP preset bank. I will do that. Just let me know. And yeah, so and I'm going to teach you how to do that one in particular. There's also other ones which was used by J.W. Lucas. This is a collaboration track, by the way. And yeah, so we're gonna talk about how it's made, and then we'll talk about how to use how the arpeggiator works as a whole, because it's a very important thing. So I initialized the patch here, and just go to the initialize button right here, and then just select reset all, and I need volume, and got a nice little sawtooth here. So engaging the arpeggiator and turning it on in general is just you select which type of arpeggiator that you want. For this particular one, I'm going to use up, so that you'll understand that.
What was you talking about?
And right now it's not going up any octaves or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show y'all what you had to do to use these ARPs or whatnot. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead into screen cam. There you go. So first, the first octave does not change at all. And this is how you select your notes. So the note that you have to do on the second note is 3. And then after that, it is, I think it's 12?
What was you talking about?
Was it 12 pitch bend down? Yes. And then on this note, you do 7. And we're going to get into the significance of the numbers as we make this sound, and then another 7, and then 5, maybe. I think it's 5. No, it's 5 pitch bend up. So that's what those backslashes mean, and the forward slash is pitch bend down. And as you see, it's a little bit of a run there. So I think I might have to replace this 8th note right here with a L. So hold that L real quick, which L means loop. So there's a couple of different things that are not working within this that you can hear, other than the fact that you got to make that whole entire arpeggiation sound within the oscillators. But as you see right here, you have a choice of different BPMs and stuff like that, which predicts the speed of the arpeggiation. So if I go 1/4 for a quarter or whatever, that's the slowest. So if I go above 1 BPM, that is faster. So this is slowest to fastest right here. So the rhythm of it was a 3/2 count, and that gives it that March Madness swing. Now the only thing that's missing now is going into like your different wave shapes in the wavetable options right here, and selecting a sine, either a sine saw or a sine square. Each one will work. So you have to adjust the pulse width to go to the different wave shapes, and now we have a sine square. If I'm not mistaken, let me go ahead and find that particular pattern. I had a lot of patterns on this track here. I'll go ahead and play it from the loop. I had it an octave up. The final part of it really is just adding whatever type of reverb you want. So I'm gonna choose Old Cathedral. It's not that diluted, so then turn up the volume. It's missing a lot of mid. I wanted to have a little bit of presence, so it'll actually fit into that particular part of the song when it comes in, which is right here at bar 21. And that is how you make that sound. So for those who are looking for the extra credit and want to know more about how the arpeggiator works within Electra X, Electra X2, this is the part where we're at right now. But make sure that you get the Tino 808. I mean, not Tino 808.
Hell no.
The Tino Arp in the free download section in the description box. So with that, we're gonna go and maybe I should initialize again. No, matter of fact, I won't. So within the arpeggiator, there are certain other things that matter here. As you can see right here, there are blank spaces in between those notes. So I think we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's a 16 step arpeggiator. I really did count. Yes, I did. But yeah, so what we gotta learn now is what these things mean. So we're gonna select 1 and we're gonna see how it is. And that's just the note length. Well, the velocity of the note. And what does R mean? So the R represents, and let me go ahead and set that to 8. The R represents a rest, which you'll hear if I just put it right there where the L was. See, it kind of sounds like a different ARP that I just designed just by me just putting in a rest instead of having that loop. So L stands for loop, so it will loop itself. And now the E, which means end. So yeah, it's pretty plain and simple there, simple and sweet. So if you don't want it to loop, you just put it on there, and you can just use the arpeggiator just to express like a patch that you're doing. And by the way, if you're trying to say, because I know people keep on asking me this, how do you save patches? Go to File, Save Patch, and name it right here. That's all you do. I almost forgot you guys, and somebody's probably still gonna ask. But anyways, S stands for sustain, and that's basically it. So I'm gonna go back and set the L up. So now we're gonna learn about the numbers and stuff like that. So we have a number count to 0 to 12, and what 0 to 12 means is those are the different pitches, basically the notes. And 0 represents basically like C5 or whatever, C to all the way up to C5 to C6. So, you know, the best way I can show you guys is to actually show you within the piano roll in FL Studio, or piano roll in general. As you see, you have C. So if I had that note on C on C5 instead of like E5, you know, that's how it would sound. But basically, it will just play whatever at the root key, the root note. So you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So C sharp is 2, and 3 is D, and then, you know, D sharp is 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, did I count that right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, this is even difficult for me to even explain. But, yeah, so 12 meaning it'll be an octave up from the regular notes that you have, from the other notes that you have. So there's 12 notes in an octave basically, but you know, they count 0 and they're making it 13. But so going back into there, and we're gonna go and pull up that. So if I was to put like, I don't know, a 4 in there, it would just sound ugly. Not too ugly. You know, that represents that particular key. And it was 3 that was in there. So now you see certain things in here, like you see this 12 backslash 12. Backslash 12 represents pitch bend. So that's one of the amazing things about Electra 2. As far from the 16-step arpeggiator that it has, you have different effects that take course. Now, of course, if you go negative, you see the negative sign by a number, that represents like the octave down. Which, you know, I don't. Well, okay, it is there. It's just they laid it out weird. So if you use like /12 instead of /12, that's a pinch slide down. You hear that? And it's kind of like that bounce that Tino has in his arpeggiator sounds that he use. I do understand that he uses purity, but this stuff translates from Electra X into that particular plugin as well. So, you know, so you see how that basically works. And also, if you was to select, like, you see these little dots right here, these dots represent stops. So if I was to have that in there, it plays that note length a little longer than it usually goes. And it actually sounds pretty damn cool at that. And so, what else? What else I'm covering? There is swing. If you don't want to swing, use like the 3/2 BPM or the 3/2 step. You could swing it right here, which sounds goofy as shit. And then you can also choose chords as well, but they only work in chord gate section. Oops. What was I doing? So if I was to select like chord, fifth. You see that? Awesome, right? And what else could I tell you about it? I think that works for pop as well. Yeah, and it just shows off a different way of how it's arpeggiated. So up plays the octave basically the same as you input it, but funny enough, if you put up 2, that plays up to the second octave, and so on. So if I was to pick up 4, it will play all the way up to 4 different octaves. Let me make sure I just put us on key mode again. Oh my gosh. But yeah, and down it will play in the opposite direction, obviously, all the way down to the 4 octaves. And then you also have alt up. Shucks, I keep on messing up. And alt up is basically, it'll play like an alternative to go up, like all the way up to the second octave from the first octave, and then go down, which you can't really hear it there. So, but alt down, I would have to clear out all this mumbo jumbo stuff right here, and then pop, so and so forth, which is different types of alternative arpeggiation. Now, here's another thing that you might want to keep in mind when you're doing your arps, because sometimes you might see like one of your presets that you're using in song mode, and I need to engage the arpeggiation again. And as you see, it's free running and it won't re-trigger there. So every single time you press a key in song mode, it'll pick up from wherever the transpose is going in the arpeggiator. In trigger mode, it will always continue from the beginning of the trigger or whatever key you're playing at that time. So that's basically about it. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you have any comments and questions, please ask, because I am more than willing to help you out. Sorry, but the arpeggiation is a very, very complex thing to understand. I would like to also say that if you go to like a different layer, now keep in mind if you're trying to jump into sound design in Electra X or Electra 2, as you can see, you can start all over again and do something else, as well as select whatever you want in the oscillators, the 3 oscillators of that layer, and you can go from there and go ham. You got something stupid. But however, if you want me to go ham and do a couple of arpeggiations, I can clear it up. I do some Tino type arps, but I would definitely have to get in contact with Tarentino so he knows. And I'm not gonna just straight up bite his stuff, but with Tarentino, I'm gonna clear things up. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Shouts out to Say Innovative Way Mafia, Young Swang, and Ethan. Yeah, and in closing, make sure that you get this before August 30th. It's a freaking $1, and it is amazing. And that's how have my dope Asian sounds in this beat. And shouts out to JW Lucas, which, you know, came up with a nice idea for this track and allowed me to add my contributions. So anyways, I'm DJ Av. Later.